Chris, a 2-0 win against Workington this afternoon. What were your thoughts on it?
I thought the lads were outstanding. I thought from minute one, the tempo that we created to the game was really good. I thought our possession, our discipline and our work rate was first class. And then I thought with the ball, as and when we needed to be, we was very, very good. And we could end up scoring a few more goals when the game opened up, which I expected it to. I expected Workington to come out after half time and have a real goal, which they did, to be fair, but the lads stood firm. And that's what I was after, really. A clean sheet, lads defending how I know they can defend. And I thought collectively we were outstanding.
So Workington came into I thought in the first half, they came into the game a bit slow. Were you surprised by the way they played in the first half?
No, I don't think so. I think maybe we caught them by surprise with the tempo that we wanted to set off at. Maybe so. But outside of that, once we'd scored the early goal, they had a great chance to obviously hit the post, which could have been different. Could have gone, made it 1-1 and then game on. But it was a timely second goal towards the end of the first half, and off the back of that, they raised the tempo second half and put pressure on us, but we stood firm. And if we'd have made decisions at crucial times on the transition, and a bit more composure with our finishing, we could have ended up with a few more. But outside of that, I'll take the 2-0 and we'll move on to next Saturday.
You talk about your team standing firm. Were you pleased with another great defensive performance today?
Yeah, we've not had too many, even though we've been on a fantastic run, scoring a lot of goals. We've been conceding sloppy ones, either collectively or individually, making some really bad errors. So we've been winning games 5-2. The 7-1 against Mosley was a mistake again. But today, I said to him, it'll be. There's two teams with a high scoring team in the league. They've got the best defensive record. Something's got to give, and what we've got to do is make sure our possession, our discipline's very good. And we worked on a lot on Thursday, and we talked about how they were going to play, depending on what system they went for. But the lads have implemented what we're looking for. They've been first class today and deserve the winners for me.
There was a few chances down at the bottom end in the second half from Eddie and Rubin Jerome. Were you surprised that some of them didn't go in?
Yeah, I mean, Eddie's been knocking on door all season. To be fair, we've been in training. He does well in training, and he's due one, and he might get one at a crucial stage in the season to be an absolute 6-pointer, really. So. No, listen, if he puts the kind of work rate he put in today, which was phenomenal, but he wasn't the other. He's not the only one. I don't really want to single anybody out for praise in particular. I thought the front three, the pressing and the shape and the midfield off the back of that was very, very good. The back four, as I've already pointed out, was person second ball, very good. Good discipline and good covering, great communication. We've been harping on about that. And that's probably our best performance off the back of the impressive run that we've had.
Just one more from me. Richie Baker was missing from the squad today. Can you give us a reason why?
Yeah, he's got pulled his thigh muscle at Brighouse. He should be back for Saturday, Droylsden.
Thanks, Adam. Is that the most important win, firstly of the season, and potentially perhaps the most important win since you've come to the club?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think that it was important for us to beat a team that's been going exceptionally well all season. They've showed great consistency, and that's why they've been leading the table since the league kicked off. From our point of view, it was good. We got beat off Marina up there. We beat Marsk at home. Taddy, we drew at Taddy. We got beat off Pontefract. It was important for us to get a win against a team that's up there and playing exceptionally well. And we've done so today. And that can only give us great confidence going forwards.
2 2 recent defeats away from home, coming at Trafford and then on Dunstan the previous Tuesday. Do you think this game almost came at a bad time for you?
No, I mean, the Trafford one was, they should rename the cup the Inconvenience Cup, I think, because, you know, when Bamber Bridge came to us, it was a bit of an inconvenience for them, and for us, you know, it was the first time I saw the lads only really wanting to focus on the league. We made a number of changes that night, and we did show quite a disinterest on the evening. It should, you know, the Inconvenience Cup, I'm going to call it from now on. It should be for teams that are mid-table and below, and have got nothing to play for really. Obviously, teams that are going for things are not really going to feel the strongest team. As a competition, it's going to devalue it, and not really going to get the quality that's required. And that's why I'm renaming it the Inconvenience Cup.
Challenge. How do you say? What's the word? Channeling your inner Jurgen Klopp or Pep Guardiola with your comments there. Second half, it proved to be quite one-sided. Were you surprised with how the game played out?
I didn't see it as being one-sided. I thought, you know, they started a lot more on the front foot. They tried to create a tempo and create some pressure early on to try and get themselves back into the game. I thought the lads, you know, matched them, and as I say, defensively stood firm with Tom Stewart showing, you know, good composure as and when he needed to come and support that. I was pleased for him today. His distribution's been off last couple of games, but today I thought he was back on song. I have to say, I thought the pitch played really well for us, so that was really pleasing. The lads were happy about that. We've been on 2, I won't say quagmires, but 2 very heavy surfaces in the last 2 games. Again, I'm not making any excuses, but you know, today the lads were happy with the surface and it played really well. Up at Dunstan, we didn't play bad. You know, the performance was okay. As I said to them prior to kick-off, we just made 2 or 3 defensive errors in a set piece where we don't really get done from. We could have done better at. Outside of that, when we score 2 goals away from home, you know, we expect to go on and get something out of the game. So that was disappointing, but the lads have now responded today, and we pressed the reset button, and let's see if we can put another run together.
We've all been calling for higher attendance figures all season. Today's attendance was 622. That must be music to your ears.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
you can see it here, 622. 622.
Wonderful. That's what. Yeah. I mean, and the lads responded off the back of it. You could see that. You know, and me, you know, thinking back to when I was playing. You know, you don't want to play in front of people. Not just one man and his dog, unfortunately. You know, they want to see a few people in here and creating some atmosphere. And to be fair, Workington, they brought quite a few with them, and it made for, you know, a better spectacle for 2 teams that are in really good form, and you know, both playing at the top of the game. So.
Final question before we let you go. Droylsden next Saturday, beat them 5-0 in December. What's the focus heading into the game next week?
Win 1-0.
Win 1-0.
1-0 do me 3 points. Another clean sheet would be a marvellous back-to-back clean sheets. We've not done that this season, so let's see if we can go there and get a clean sheet. And if we win the game 1-0, I'll be over the moon. 3 points and move on.
Thank you very much. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. Thanks for your time as ever, Chris.
You're welcome.